Okay, everyone, so today we're playing Battlefield 2142 in 2025, one of the more forgotten games in the Battlefield series. It was the first futuristic Battlefield game and was released back in 2006 exclusively for the PC. Now, there actually are still players online. It is a very small and tight knit community. You're almost never going to get a full 64 player server. Most of the time, you'll be lucky if you can get 10 players in a server at the same time. But it's a fun game to go back in and play, especially if you have nostalgia and experience playing it through the Battlefield 2142 hub, which is a custom client. The servers have been restored after EA shut the servers down back in 2014. So it's great that there are people who cared enough about this game to bring it back and make it playable for everyone. The thing is, it's kind of hard to actually find a cracked copy of the game, and of course I'm not going to leave a link in the description because I'm going to get in trouble, I'm going to get taken down, but that's what you need. You need a copy of the game in order to play the game. Like, the Battlefield 2142 hub does not come with the actual game itself. You have to find that on your own, but if you do, then you can play, and it's fairly easy to set up. It's a little bit more complicated than Battlefield 1942 and even Battlefield 2, but once you get it going, it's pretty good, and the servers work, and the connection's good, and you got Battlefield 2142. This game was so unique, between the actual gunplay itself to the vehicle design and weapon design. Like, they really went all out with the futuristic setting, and the Titan mode was really where the game really shined the brightest, was where you had the two giant ships that each team had to try to take down the other before theirs got taken. It was a really fun and unique gameplay experience that would be great if they brought back one day in the Battlefield series. I actually remember back in 2021 when Battlefield 2042 was announced and was coming out, and everyone was really hyped. Remember those days? Like, oh my god, Battlefield's back. It's going to be the best Battlefield ever. And as a result, you actually had a lot of people going back to 2142. The video I made on the game back then, like, blew up and became one of the biggest videos I ever made on the channel. So I do have some positive memories with this game, despite me not really playing it during its prime. In 2006, I was still sucking on apple juice in, what was it, like the second grade or the third grade, whatever it was. I didn't play any games on the PC. I had no idea how to even play anything online. So it was a little bit before my time, but I appreciate a good game regardless of its age. And yeah, it's been 19 years, almost 20. In 2026, it's going to be the 20-year anniversary. And yeah, obviously the game's shown its age. It's not as flashy, and it's not as, oh my god, like, just stunning and amazing, graphically speaking, compared to even Battlefield 3, which only came out a few years later. That game still holds up very well. It's not that this game holds up bad. I mean, there are very few online games, especially at this scale, that support 64 players, that's over 20 years old, that look and play as great as this game does. So, I would say, give this game a try, especially if you're a Battlefield fan and you never actually got to experience this game before. It's definitely still a worthwhile experience. It is one of the least played Battlefield games online, though. I think the only one that might have less players is Battlefield Vietnam, which was a couple of years older. But 1942 even, you still have pretty good servers and a lot of activity. Same with Battlefield 2. Battlefield 2 Modern Combat on the PlayStation 2 has more players than this. So, yeah, if you're looking for, like, really populated, really active community, then in that regard, you've probably come to the wrong game, because you're going to be killing a lot more bots. You're going to be killing way more AI than actual human players, just so you know. I mean, on the weekends, like Saturdays, you'll have a lot more players, especially like in the, around 3 o'clock Eastern time, because a lot of the players are based in Europe. That's when the game is most active, Fridays, Saturdays, the early to late evening, and I have, not too bad ping problems. Like, my ping is pretty good, but I live in the East Coast. If you live in, like, the West Coast or somewhere that's, like, really, really, really far away from the European region, then you probably aren't going to have a very good connection, and you're not going to have a very good time. But you can play it offline if you want. You don't have to be connected to the server, so there's that. So, yeah, while I wouldn't say that it's one of the best Battlefield games to play in 2025, it still is pretty fun and pretty cool, to play. It has some of the best guns and vehicles and maps that the series has ever seen. So I would say, yeah, I'd recommend you play it in 2025. Absolutely. As long as you kind of temper your expectations and know what you're getting into, it's not going to feel the same, play the same as the newer games, and you're not going to have as much players online. But regardless of all of that, I think it still has something to offer 19 years later.